Fukuoka Prefecture is the birthplace of tonkotsu ramen, whose broth is made with pork bones simmered for a dozen hours. Many cities throughout Japan's Kyushu Island have their own signature version of this hearty bowl. Tonkotsu ramen is said to have originated in Kurume, which is known for its cloudy white broth. The city of Kumamoto adds a garlicky punch to it. But perhaps the most famous is Hakata ramen. Hakata ramen has become so popular across Japan and overseas that it eventually paved way to Fukuoka being widely regarded as the ramen capital of the world. Hey there poor traveler, we are Vince and Josh. In this video, we'll share with you some of the ramen places that we have tried over the years in Fukuoka. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified when we upload new travel videos. Yatai. In Fukuoka, the night is ushered in by the lights, aroma, and conversations seeping from dozens of yatai. A yatai is a mobile food cart or food stand stationed on the sidewalk. It usually opens in the early evening, serving patrons who just got off work, and closes in the early morning. More than half of all the yatai in Japan can be found in Fukuoka. Most of them serve mouth-watering bowls of Hakata ramen, but other stalls offer a variety of other dishes like hot pot, yakitori, tempura, and seafood. Every night in Fukuoka, I would go yatai hopping to try as many as I could. Of those we have tried, the one that stands out the most is Tenjin Yatai Mune, located on the south end of Tenjin Station. This unassuming kiosk gave me the best cheap ramen I had in the city. It was topped with thin slices of pork, red pickled ginger, and sesame seeds. But it was dynamite. Its broth was rich and flavorful, and the sesame seeds added some texture and a nice finish. And it was only 550 yen per bowl. Fukuoka is also popular for mentaiko, or salted or spiced pollock roe. So, just to have a taste of it, I ordered mentai tamagoyaki, which is basically several layers of rolled omelette with pollock roe at its core, served with greens and mayonnaise. The combination looks weird at first, but they all work together to create a light, well-rounded appetizer. The roe added a briny burst to every bite of the soft and creamy tamago. We ended the night with yaki ramen or fried ramen, another local concoction usually cooked with vegetables and red pickled ginger. I have a thing for stir-fried noodles in thick soy-based sauce, so this one is right up my alley. Shinshin Hakata Ramen. This came highly recommended by a friend living in Fukuoka, so I was extremely excited to fill my face with it. Thankfully, they have a branch not too far away from our hotel. Their menu is quite rich and diverse, so it was great that they have an English version of it. Plain Hakata ramen costs only 650 yen, ramen with chashu or pork slices, 890 yen, champon, 780 yen. I ordered Hakata ramen with chashu and egg, while my companions had champon, a Nagasaki specialty. The pork in my ramen was so tender and perfectly seasoned, a great counterpoint to the short-cooked firm noodles. It was great! The umami was there, but I just wanted more strength in flavor because my palate tends to favor the strong, intense end of the taste spectrum. The miso champon though is another story. It was an unforgettable bowl, even if it wasn't mine. I had a spoonful at first and then ended up stealing my brother-in-law's order. I could finish his bowl if I didn't stop myself. Hakata Iso. Hakata Iso is one of the most famous Hakata ramen places in the city. It has two branches, one near Hakata Station and the other in Nakasu, the island in between Hakata and Tenjin. It is often included in lists of the best ramen shops by various publications. Their Hakata ramen uses premium local pork and firm noodles topped with seaweed, pork belly, and green onions. One thing I noticed immediately about their version of Hakata ramen is that it is frothy. In general, Hakata ramen stock is the koteri type, which is creamy, cloudy, and rich. But this one even has a thin layer of foam on top. It also has a very subtle bitter aftertaste, which prevents the umami taste from overpowering or lingering in the palate. Ramen Stadium. Ramen Stadium is a complex of 8 ramen shops on the 5th floor of the massive Canal City Mall on the Hakata side of the river. The most prominent and most widely reviewed establishment here is Shodai Hidechan, which is the first shop to your right when you enter the complex. There's a long line snaking in front of it, which is often a good sign. Shodai Hidechan specializes in pork neck broth, and here you get to choose your toppings: a slice of pork belly, a cut from the fatty part of the neck, an egg, or all of it. Because I could not make up my mind, I decided to get all the toppings. Both cuts of meat were divine. They were soft and had a very lovely smoky taste. The neck slices were even more tender, almost gelatinous because of the fat, which is yay for me because I just love all the unhealthy pieces. The broth looked rich and viscous, giving the impression that it's packed with flavor, but it's missing that umami punch that I usually get from other bowls of ramen that I have tried in the city. The saving grace for me was the gyoza. Fukuoka's gyoza is much smaller but tastier than usual. These pan-fried delights are crispy and juicy on the right places. Ichiran Main Shop and Ichiran Forest. These are two separate sites. Ichiran is a ramen chain present in 65 locations, often recognizable by the long queues that snake to its doors. It has become an icon in the Japanese food scene, even branching out to other countries. But since Ichiran originated in Fukuoka, I would not let the opportunity to visit the main shop pass by. The Ichiran Main Shop is located at the heart of the city. Its ground floor is designed like a lane of yatai, which is a nice touch. But if you want to take a deeper dive into the history of Ichiran and tonkotsu ramen in general, or simply see how it's made, you can go out of your way to Ichiran no Mori or Ichiran Forest, which houses a tonkotsu ramen factory and museum. You can also empty a bowl of their signature ramen here as you would in any of their branches. I love it for its low interaction, almost private dining setup, which is an attraction on its own. Another thing that I love about Ichiran is accessibility. While it is true that there are tastier ramen brands around, Ichiran is easy to find because it's present in almost any major city, including Osaka, Hiroshima, and Tokyo. In fact, whenever I travel to Japan, I always make it a point to fill my face with Ichiran ramen. If you need more information about traveling around Fukuoka, you'll find a comprehensive travel guide with a sample itinerary on our website, www.thepoortraveler.net, or check out the link in the description. If you have questions, make good use of the comment section below. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just look for @thepoortraveler. You may also tune in to the Poor Traveler podcast on Spotify. That's all for now. Remember, plan smart, travel safe, and make every food trip worth it.